Testing, testing. 8 minutes until game time. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 6 minutes till first pitch. 6 minutes till first pitch. Testing. And we are live here at Falcon Park on a beautiful but windy and cloudy day as the Auburn Double Days will take on the visiting Elmira Pioneers. Good evening, everyone. My name is Evan Carocchio, welcoming you into another YouTube stream on the Auburn Double Days YouTube channel. The Double Days are in their home white uniforms, and the Elmira Pioneers are in their visiting dark blue navy uniforms. Let's run through the defense for the Auburn Double Days real quick. From left to right in the infield, that's Zach Sperger at third base, Chase Macy at shortstop, Titus Hutchins at second base, Justin Batts at first, and then behind the plate, that's Jonathan Griggs. In left field, Colin Haug. In center field, Teddy Monahan. In right field, Ethan Smith. On the pitcher's mound tonight, that's number 36, Will Saylor. That's number 36, Will Saylor. He is going to face off against number 15, Tyler Adamo, who is playing second base tonight. Last time these two teams met was in Falcon Park on 6/16. That was just a couple of days ago, where the Elmira Pioneers won that game 9-1. It was a huge win for the Elmira Pioneers as they advance. They are 6-4 on the season, sitting at 600. They're on a one-game win streak, 3-2 at home, 3-2 away, 0-0 in a neutral location. It was a huge win against the Auburn Double Days, one that was not expected, and definitely not by that margin, due to the fact that the Double Days have been run-ruling teams this season, whereas the Auburn Double Days come into this one with a record of 7 wins, 3 losses. They are sitting at 700 on the season, 7-3 in the conference, and they're on a 2-game losing streak. As their last game, they just lost the Batavia Muck Dogs, 6-0. So, Double Days are 4-1. And the first pitch is just about to be tossed here at Falcon Park. We are just about underway. As Saylor takes his time on the pitcher's mound. Infield is stretching. Time is 6:30. First pitch is scheduled right on time. Here it is. It drops in for a foul ball. We are underway here at Falcon Park. 0-1 count to the righty, Adamo, who enters this one with a average of 286. This is his 7th game started, 7th game appearing in his 21st at bat on the season. He has 6 hits on the season as well. Next pitch to him is crushed into center field. Running back for that one is Teddy Monahan, who makes the catch in the win for the first out. Brett Baker due up to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Tyler Adamo was retired by Monahan. Next pitch to him is taken for a ball upstairs. 1-0 count to him with 1 out, no one on. Baker enters this one with a .435 batting average. This is his 9th game appeared in, 9th game started. He has 10 hits on the season. He leads the team in hits. He has been sharp early on for the Pioneers. Watches that one go by for a ball, and just like that, he is well ahead in the count, 3-0, sitting comfortably. Saylor will go out there to collect the ball, take his time before his next pitch. Baker has 1 double and 1 triple on the season. He has 9 RBIs. He leads in that category as well. Next pitch, he chops at it, hits it right to Titus Hutchins, collects it, throw to first, is in time. That's Hutchins to Batts for the second out. A 4-3 put out in the books. That picks up the second out. With that, that will bring up Jack Tubman, the left fielder tonight, wearing number 25. Tubman batting .240 on the season. Chops at that one, fouled well out of play. 2 outs and no one on for the Pioneers. Here in the top of the first, wind is really picking up here, the American flag is going crazy out in left field. And that one drops in for a ball. Count is 1-1 to the righty Tubman. Tubman, his 10th game appeared in, his 26th at-bat on the season. Next pitch is hit right to the shortstop. Macy gloves it, takes his time, throw to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs. Nothing. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the first inning for the Auburn Double Days at-bats. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Auburn Double Days YouTube channel. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, nothing ball game as the Pioneers went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. If you're just joining us, I'm Evan Carocchio bringing you tonight's action. No Ryan Story tonight as he is in Texas. Good luck to him out there. On the bump for the Elmira Pioneers, that's number 2, Lucas Hale. And let's meet the Pioneers defense. From left to right in the infield, that's Alex Davis at third base, Michael Gardner at shortstop, Tyler Adamo at second base, Jack Aylward at first base. Behind the plate, that's Brandon Dubeck. In left field, Jack Tubman. In center field, Brett Baker. And in right field, Caleb Delaney. Stepping into the box, that's the shortstop, number 7, Chase Macy, as we are just about underway here in the bottom of the first. Macy enters this one with a batting average of .091. He has 1 hit on the season. This is his 12th at-bat, 6th game that he has played. First pitch is just about underway. The pitch. This one drops in for a ball below the knees, and we are underway here in the bottom of the first inning. That one clocked in at 89 miles per hour. We finally have our radar gun working here at Falcon Park. That one also almost clips Macy. He ducked out of the way there. 2-0 count to him. Hale kick steals. This one below the knees, spikes off the ground. 3-0 count to Macy. This one drops in there for a strike. That's a looking strike. That is 3-1 count to Chase Macy. Still sitting comfortably in the box. The pitch. This one swung on and missed. A swinging strike. And just like that, it was 3-0 with Hale to his back to the wall. And just like that, Macy's got his back to the wall with a full count approach. The pitch. This one's going to be hit to the third baseman, Alex Davis. Gloves it. Throw to first is on time. That's a 5-3 putout in the books to pick up the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. 6th pitch at bat as Chase Macy, unlucky, finds the glove of Alex Davis. And with that, we have a fan favorite stepping up to the plate. That is number 3, Nacho Gonzalez. Talk about a season he is having. He's listed as the extra hitter tonight. He's batting .643. This is his 7th game played. This is his 15th at-bat. He's got 9 hits. Second in the double days in the hits column. He's got 1 double as that one drops in there for a ball. 1-0 count to him. That one drops in there for a ball as well. 2-0 count. And every time Nacho does something, he gets a standing ovation here at Falcon Park. The fans love him. The pitch. This one swung on a miss. Count is 2-1. A beautiful breaking ball there. That drops in the zone, blown past Gonzalez. Gonzalez from Saddleback Junior College. He's from Lake Forest, California. Swings and misses at this one. Count is tied at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no one on. Hale looking sharp so far in this one. The pitch. Just missed outside. No budge from the home plate umpire. Great eye there from Gonzalez as the count is full. Hale from the windup. Kick steals the pitch. This one's in there for a ball. And just like that, Nacho Gonzalez gets his ovation from the Double Days fans. That will be ball 4 as the first player tonight reaches first safe. That is Mr. Nacho Gonzalez himself. And with that, that'll bring up PGCBL Player of the Week in Week 1, Teddy Monahan, who so far is the only one for the Double Days to hit a home run this season. First pitch to him is taken for a ball. As we talked about, Teddy Monahan won the honors of PGCBL Player of the Week for Week 1. He's got 3 doubles on the season, 1 home run. He watches that one go by for a strike. Counts tied at 1-1. Nacho Gonzalez off of first, keeping him close. That's Jack Aylward. Hale's going to give him a look. He's going to throw back to first. The throw is not in time. Nacho's in safe there with the dive back. So that's 1 throw over. He's already looking at Nacho again. Pitching from the stretch. The pitch. This one's going to be hit first base side. Well out of play towards the Pioneers bullpen. 1-2 count with 1 out. Gonzalez off of first. Hale shaking off signs from his catcher, Dubeck. Taking his time before this next pitch. Gives Nacho a look. Kick steals the pitch. This one just upstairs. There goes the runner to second base. The throw will get away from him. He's in there safe with a stolen base. 2-2 counts to Monahan. And that's a stolen base for Mr. Speedy, Nacho Gonzalez. Beautiful wheels there displayed by Nacho Gonzalez. A decent throw from Dubeck, but not in time, and it got past the glove of the second baseman, Adamo. The pitch. This one's going to be chopped on, fouled back. Staying alive is Monahan. The third batter in the Double Days lineup, working with a runner in scoring position, would love a single here to score Gonzalez, who's already off of second. Keeping him close is Adamo. Hale's going to give him a look. The pitch. This one's high. Full count approach coming up. Teddy Monahan already has 5 walks on the season. Tied for first with walks on the Double Days. Kick steals the pitch. This one's fouled back. Staying alive yet again is Monahan. He's all over Hale, just trying to pick up his timing. Dubeck's going to toss that ball to the Auburn Double Days ball boy. Ask for a new ball from the home plate umpire as the clouds start to roll in yet again here at Falcon Park. American flag dying down a little bit, but I'm sure it'll pick up with the wind coming in. The full count approach, and this one in there for a ball. Winning this at bat is Monahan, who was all over Hale. This one is in there for a ball. 1-0 count. Here is Justin Batts. Off of first is Monahan. Off second, Gonzalez. This one gets away from Bats. It's a wild pitch. So just like that, with the wild pitch, Monahan's on second. Gonzalez is on third. Two balls, no strikes, one out, two runners in scoring possession to Justin Bats. And this one's going to be hit in right field and drops for a base hit for Justin Bats. One run scores with ease. That's Monahan. That's Gonzalez. And Monahan then scores. Two-run single for Justin Bats, who reaches first safe. Monahan scores from second. Gonzalez scores from third. 1-0. Auburn Doubledays. 2-0 as two runs came in. So here is Colin Haug working with runner on first, one out. Apologize as we're trying to edit our stats here. 2-1 count to Haug. Justin Bats off of first. 2-0 Auburn Doubledays. And the next pitch is a ball. So 3-1 count to Colin Haug, the left fielder tonight for the Doubledays. Bats off of first, but keeping him close is Aylward. The 3-1. This one's in there for a ball. Colin Haug walks, and Bats makes his way to second base. So runner in scoring position with one out and a runner on first. Jonathan Griggs is due up to the plate. He's working with Colin Haug on first base, who walked. Count was 4-1 to him. On second base, that's Justin Bats, who advanced. He hit a two-run single in the right field. First pitch to Griggs, the catcher, is in there for a ball. 1-0 count. The 1-0 count with one out. Griggs already, who's a Wofford College commit. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, stands in the box at 5'10". And this next pitch will plunk him. Hit by a pitch. He's going to advance. Colin Haug is going to advance to second, and Justin Bats is going to advance to third. And just like that, Hale, the first batter after the meeting, plunks the batter. So Haug on second, Bats on third. Griggs on first. Ethan Smith, who won the D3 College Championship recently, steps into the box. He's wearing number 13. He's a right fielder. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. Swinging strike Doubledays are on their 7th batter out of 10 already. They are flying through their order. This one's fouled back against the net. Oh, 0-2 count with one out. Bases are loaded. Ethan Smith with his back against the wall here would love to get things going for the Doubledays with a base hit. The pitch. This one's below the knees. Count is 1-2. 1-2 count. Doubledays fans clapping, making noise. They have life. They'd love to see a base hit here from Ethan Smith. In his first at bat for the Doubledays, the pitch. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Gardner gloves it. Throw to second is in time. Throw to first, not in time. Justin Batts will score. That's a fielder's choice hit for Ethan Smith as Griggs gets put out at second. Colin Haug advances to third, and Batts scores from third. Titus Hutchins steps up to the plate. 3-0 Auburn Doubledays. They have one hit. He's working with 2 outs and runners on the corners. This one bounces off the turf. That one is called a strike. Titus Hutchins. Ethan Smith dancing off of first base. Runners are on the corners. 2-1 count to Titus Hutchins. The pitch to Hutchins is down for a ball, and the throw to try to get Smith is not in time. Doubledays fans stomping. Count is 3-1 to Titus Hutchins. You can feel it up here in the press box. Doubledays fans stopping the pitch. This one's going to be crushed into left field. Running back is Jack Tubman, who makes the catch on the run. Doubledays fans thought that one was blasted into the oblivion. The runs scored for the Doubledays. That's 3 runs. They're up 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. We're going to make our way to the top of the second. Huge inning for the Doubledays at bats. We'll be right back on the Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back for the top of the second inning. Due up to the plate for the Elmira Pioneers is Alex Davis. Titus Hutchins ended the inning for the Doubledays with a fly out to left field. They scored 3 runs, Doubledays did, in the bottom of the first. It was a huge inning for them. Thanks for a Justin Betts single in the right field. Alex Davis due up to the plate, facing off against Saylor. Count is 1-2 to Davis. This one's going to be hit foul. Count is 1-2 to the righty Davis. The pitch. This one plunks him. A hit by pitch for Alex Davis, who reaches first safe. He's the first Pioneers batter to reach first safe. So 1-2 count, then a hit by pitch. Ryan Gabbianelli is due up to the plate. The DH. A righty. Working with Davis off of first. The pitch. A breaking ball that almost clips him. Count is 1-0. This one is outside for ball 2. Count 2-0. No outs. Gabbianelli batting .316 on the season. This is his 7th game played. His 20th at-bat. He has 6 hits. Next pitch to him drops in there for a strike. Off of first is Davis, and the throwback to first to try to get him is not in time. Great throw by Sealer, and a great tag by Betts, but not in time to get the diving back Davis. So 2-1 count to Gabbianelli. Win picks up here. The pitch. A breaking ball. Whew! That one just missed. That was a beautiful pitch by Sealer. Count is 3-1. It dropped in the zone last second. Off of first is Davis. The pitch. A breaking ball. This time, this one finds the zone. Count is full at 3-2. The full count approach on the way. And this one drops in there for a strike, and the home plate umpire rings him up. A backwards K in the books for Gabbianelli, and the first strikeout on the night for Will Sealer. With that, that'll bring up Jack Aylward. The throw over to first to try to get Davis is not in time. That one is in there for a strike. Count is 0-2 to Aylward. Saylor is locked in this one. The throw over to first to try to get Davis again is not in time. This one is outside. Doubledays fans thought that that one was in there for a strike. Count is 1-2. The pitch. This one's going to be hit into right field and dropped for a base hit. Going to third will be Davis. The throw in the third will be cut off by the shortstop, Macy. And that's a single for Jack Aylward that advances Davis to third base. The first hit on the night for the Pioneers comes from Jack Aylward. So Aylward on first, Davis on third. Runners are on the corners. Brandon Dubeck due up to the plate. The catcher working with 1 out. Both teams tied at 1 hit. Neither team has an error. The pitch. This one's outside for a ball. 1-0 count with 1 out. This one outside for a ball. Count is 2-0. Count. The pitch. This one's outside for ball 3. Count is 3-0. Count to Dubeck, who's sitting comfortably. Sealer. The pitch from him. This one drops in there for a strike at the home plate umpire. The pitch. This one just misses outside, and the bases are loaded here in the top of the second. So just like that, Aylward is on second base, who advanced. Davis still on third, and Brandon Dubeck on first safe with a walk. And calling timeout will be the catcher, Jonathan Griggs, for the Auburn Doubledays. He's going to go out there and try to calm down his starting pitcher, take his mind away from pitching for a minute, and talk about anything other than really pitching to try to clear his mind. Michael Gardner, the shortstop, steps into the box. He's working with 1 out, and bases are juiced. 3-0 Doubledays, if you're just joining us. This could be a huge at-bat for Gardner. 1 swing could do some damage. Sealer comes set from the stretch. This one drops in there for a strike. And Michael Gardner, who wears number 1, the shortstop tonight, is batting .231 on the season. This is his 10th game played. He has 6 hits and 5 RBIs. Looking for another couple here. The pitch into him is outside and downstairs for ball 1. Great stop there from Jonathan Griggs as the breaking ball got away from Sealer. Counts tied at 1-1. Sealer comes set, kick steals. The pitch, a breaking ball. This one's fouled against the net. And just like that, Sealer is ahead in the count. 1-2. One-two counts. The pitch. This one's going to be hit into center field and will drop for a base hit. 1-1 will score with ease. It gets past the center fielder, Monahan, who bobbled it. Another comes in for ease. Here comes the third run, who's being waved home. Gardner's being waved to home. The throw into home. Not in time. Not in time. Michael Gardner, a bases clearing inside the park home run. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? The Doubledays enter this one up 3-0. It is now 4-3. Wow. 4-3 Pioneers. One swing puts them up. I cannot believe it. Monahan, it bobbled in front of him. An in-the-park home run for Gardner that scored Dubek, Aylward, and Davis. And just like that, that's a hit by pitch on Caleb Delaney. Caleb Delaney on first with ease. So this one's going to be hit to the third baseman, Sperger. Gloves that throw to second is bobbled. And the field umpire is going to say that he is out because it was on the transfer. So the lead runner, Delaney, is out, trying to advance. And Caleb Esley is safe with the fielder's choice on first base. So 2 outs. With that, the lineup will flip over for the first time. Tyler Adamo, who flew out to center field. Teddy Monahan in the first is due up. Sealer comes set, kick steals. This one's going to be roped right to the glove of Justin Betts. An amazing diving play as that one is stopped from a base hit. What a beautiful play from Justin Betts to pick up the third out here. That's a 3 unassisted as Tyler Adamo is 0 for 2 on the game. And just like that, the Pioneers open this one up. They were down 3-0 coming into this inning. They're up 4-3 off of an in-the-park home run by Michael Gardner, who scored 3. So that will do it here in the top of the second. We'll make our way to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. We're back for the bottom of the second. 4-3 Pioneers due up to the plate as Zach Sperger swings at the first pitch, hits it first base side, running over is Aylward, and it drops for a base hit. In between the first baseman, Aylward, and Caleb Delaney. That will be a base hit single off of one pitch for Zach Sperger. Burt Maxim is due up to the plate. And with that, Burt Maxim due up to the plate. Off of first is Sperger. This one drops in there for a ball. This one drops in there for a strike. Count is 1-1. 1-1, 0 outs off of first base is Sperger. Two 1 count. The pitch from Hale drops below the zone for ball 3. The pitch. This one's going to be fouled out of play, and just like that to Burt Maxim, the count is full. 3-2 counts. Hale and Maxim dueling here. Let's see who wins this at bat. Off of first base is Sperger. Giving him a look is Hale. Double H fans on their feet. The pitch. This one's going to be fouled over third base side. Running over to it is Alex Davis, who makes the catch on the run. That's an F5. So just like that, the lineup will flip over for the first time for the Auburn Doubledays. Chase Macy due up to the plate as he watches that one go by for a ball. So it's a 1-0 count to Chase Macy. Count is 2-0, a ball again to Macy, who in the first inning we said grounded out to the third baseman Alex Davis. And this one is upstairs and inside for ball 3. Count is 3-0. Bottom second, 1 out, 4-3 Pioneers. The pitch. This one's upstairs and inside, ball 4. Chase Massey, who reaches first, safe for the first time tonight. Sperger on second. Chase Massey is on first base. Nacho Gonzalez, who walked, picked up a stolen base, and advanced off of a wild pitch and scored in the first, is due up with 1 out, 2 runners on. The pitch. This one's upstairs for ball 1. Hale has been struggling so far this inning after giving up a bloop single to Sperger. The pitch, a breaking ball that misses outside. Count is 2-0. Both runners off their bases. Pioneers fielders not really keeping them close. Dancing around off of second. That's Sperger. And this one is outside for ball 3 to Nacho Gonzalez, who has already walked in this one. If he walks here, it loads the bases. It would be huge for the Doubledays. The pitch. This one's upstairs, and that is back-to-back walks given up by Lucas Hale. And bases are loaded. Massey is on second. So on second is Chase Massey. On first, Nacho Gonzalez. On third, Zach Sperger. And Teddy Monahan, with the only home run on the season for the Doubledays, is due up with one out and bases juiced. Doubledays fans stopping. This one just misses for a ball. No budge there from the home plate umpire. And Monahan was credited with the only error so far on the game in center field. He would love to make up for that with the hit here that would score a couple of runs. The pitch to Monahan is called a strike by the home plate umpire. And just like that, that will end the streak of balls given up by Hale, who has been struggling so far here in the bottom of the second. The wind has picked up tremendously. We've kind of lost power a couple times here at the press box. It's flashed, leaves blowing around. A wild game so far, as it was 3-0 Doubledays. It's now 4-3 Pioneers as that one misses the zone. Count is 2-1. 2-1 count, 1 out. You can feel the energy here at Falcon Park. This one's going to be hit into right field, high right field. Running back is Caleb Delaney, and this one is gone! A home run grand slam for Teddy Monahan that clears the bases. He knew that one was gone right away with the bat flip. Doubledays fans are on their feet, and here comes the bullpen to congratulate Teddy Monahan on his second home run on the season. Wow! Gonzalez scores from first. Massey from second. Sperger from third. A grand slam for Teddy Monahan, who does it again on the season for his second time. Justin Batts, already with a single, and this one has scored, is due up to the plate. He's working with a 0-2 count. And just like that, it's 7-4 as the lead flips again, this time to the Doubledays. Teddy Monahan makes up for his error and comes up huge when it is needed the most. The pitch, this one's below the knees for a ball. Count is tied at 2-2. I mean, Teddy Monahan, he hit that ball pretty well. The wind carried it for sure, but he bat flipped his bat. He knew it right away that that one was gone. No doubt in his mind. That one was fun to watch. The bullpen came in, grinning from ear to ear. Ryan's story in the comments section. Thank you for that compliment, Ryan. Miss you, man. As this one is sorted on a strikeout for Lucas Hale, his first strikeout on the game as he retires Justin Batts. First strikeout on the night for Lucas Hale. That's the second out here in the bottom of the second. Here's Colin Haug, who walked and then got left stranded in the first. He watches that one go by. For a strike, the pitch. This one also drops in there for a strike. Count is 1-1. Correction. Now it's 1-2. Haug working with no one on, 2 outs. The 1-2 count to him is low. It drops below the knees and bounces in the ground. Just like that, the count is tied at 2-2. On deck is Jonathan Griggs. Doubledays fans still stomping. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, this one below the knees again, and a good stop there from Brandon Dubek. The count is full. Haug already walked in this one. Would love another one here. The 3-2 dual pitch on the way. This one is swung on and missed, and Haug thought that it was dropped or he foul tipped it. Instead, the home plate umpire rings him up. That's the second strikeout on the game for Hale, and that's back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. So, just like that, the lead flips one more time, and it comes from a huge grand slam from Teddy Monahan. 7-4 Auburn Doubledays. 4 runs come in the bottom of the second inning. We're going to make our way to the top of the third. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. Top third, an eventful past couple of innings. Still out there on the mound for the Auburn Doubledays. That's number 36, Will Saylor, who will face off against Brett Baker, the second batter in the Pioneers lineup, who so far in this game is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman, Titus Hutchins, in the first. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike, and we are underway here in the third inning. The pitch. This one also in there for a strike. 0-2 count as Baker has his back against the wall. And Saylor really wastes no time in between pitches. He comes set from the windup, kicks, deals, and he's ready to go. Doesn't walk around the mound at all. He just comes set, kicks, deals. He already is set. He's working with a 1-2 count to the lefty Baker. The pitch. This one outside and downstairs for ball 2. And just like that, the count is tied at 2-2. Both teams have a couple of hits each. The Doubledays lead with 3 hits, however. Justin Batts picked up a hit. Sperger picked up a hit. And a home run by Monahan. So just like that, the count is full. The pitch. This one downstairs for ball 4 as Baker will work a walk. He reaches first, safe for the first time tonight. Jack Tubman due up to the plate. He grounded out to the shortstop, Massey. In the first inning, he ended the inning as the Pioneers went 3 up, 3 down off of Saylor. Off of first already is Baker. Giving him a look will be Saylor. The pitch. This one's going to be hit towards right field. Ethan Smith running in and makes the catch on the run. 1 pitch, 1 out. As that's an F9 in the books. Alex Davis due up to the plate. The cleanup batter was hit by pitch in the second and advanced and scored as well in the second. He was the first run on the game for the Pioneers and the first one to reach first base safely. He's working with 1 out and 1 runner on as that one just misses the zone. Batts will make sure to try his hardest to keep Baker on first base. Does not want him to steal. The pitch. This one swung on and missed. Count's tied at 1-1. Davis, the third baseman tonight. The throw over to first to try to get Baker is not in time. The pitch, a breaking ball. Just misses. No call from the home plate umpire there. 2-1 count. That's huge there for Davis with the no swing there. And off of first is Baker. The pitch. This one just misses downstairs and inside. And just like that, the count is 3-1. And Davis, who was working with a 1-1 count, is now well ahead 3-1. Let's see if he has the green light here from his third base coach to swing. The pitch. That's ball 4. No budge there from the home plate umpire. And that's 2 walks given up so far by Sealer in this inning. Baker is on second. Davis is on first base, safe with a walk. And just like that, Thomas Eaton, the head coach for the Auburn Doubledays, is going to make his way out to the mound to talk to Sealer. If his night is done, we'll see who the relief pitcher is for the Auburn Doubledays. If it's not, he's going to face off against Ryan Gabbianelli, who struck out looking to him in the second inning. I believe this will just be a pep talk to Sealer. He's going to tell him, please don't walk another one, because that will be bases loaded. And last time there was bases loaded, a bases clearing in the park home run was given up. So it looks like it is just going to be a mound visit by Eaton, who's going to make his slow trot back to the dugout. And Gabbianelli is due up to the mound, who's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout looking. Off of first base is Davis. Off second is Baker. Gabbianelli set in the box. Sailor will give the runners a look, running over to shortstop. The second is Titus Hutchin, as that one is swung and a missed. So just like that, Sealer, who was struggling, just had a first pitch strike to Gabbianelli. Sailor will step off the mound and take his time before this next pitch. Pitching from the stretch now. Gabbianelli set. Sailor also set. Gives the runner a look. Kick steals. The pitch. A breaking ball. This one swung on a miss. Count is 0-2. And just like that, Sailor is sitting comfortably in the zone. 0-2. Both runners off. Sailor giving the lead runner a look. Hutchins dancing around trying to keep Baker close. The pitch. This one swung on and missed. Gabbianelli, a victim again to a strikeout from Sailor. Aylward due up to the plate. Working with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Aylward hit for a single and scored in the second. He steps into the box set. The pitch to him is called a ball from the home plate umpire. It must have just missed outside and downstairs. 2 outs in this one here in the top of the third. An exciting game so far. Multiple lead changes. 7-4 Doubledays. The 1-0. This one's outside. A great stop from Griggs there. Aylward working with a 2-0 count. The pitch to him is low, and it ricochets off of Griggs, who's able to keep it in front of him. 3-0 count. Already 2 walks given up by Sailor so far in this one. Does not want to give a walk here, as that would load the bases. The pitch. This one foul back. 3-1 count as the bat boy for the Doubledays collects this one. It's going to be a new ball for Saylor. Aylward sitting comfortably in the box with a 3-1 count. Had the green light on 3-0, however. Both runners off. Saylor giving the read runner a look. Kick steals. This one called a strike, and Aylward thought that he walked. Was about to take off his elbow guard. Threw his bat. That's a looking strike. Count is full. And the 2-strike, 2-out siren goes off here at Falcon Park. Full count approach. 2 runners on. 7-4 Doubledays. Saylor from the stretch. Kick steals. The pitch. This one's going to be popped up. Center field. Running in is Monahan. So is Macy. And making the catch is Colin Haug on the run coming in from left field. That will end the inning. 2 runners left stranded. A huge out by Colin Haug. 7-4 Auburn Doubledays. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back on the Doubledays YouTube channel. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 7-4 Auburn Doubledays still out there on the mound for the Pioneers. That's number 2, Lucas Hale. As 2 runners were left stranded for the Pioneers in the top of the 3rd, they could not score. Doubledays and their last batting sequence. Teddy Monahan hit a grand slam. Doubledays were down 3-4. They're now up 7-4. 2 hits on the game for the Pioneers, 3 hits for the Doubledays. Jonathan Griggs is due up to the plate. He was hit by pitch in the 1st and then was out trying to advance to 2nd. First pitch to him from Hale is swung on and missed, and we are underway here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 0-1, a breaking ball. This one's going to be hit into center field. Running in is Baker, and a double running on. That one drops for a base hit. The wind was a big factor in that one as the wind killed it. It dropped behind Adamo and in front of Baker. A single for Jonathan Griggs. And the wind is a factor tonight, folks. Ethan Smith, his 2nd at-bat on the season, wearing number 13, steps up to the plate. In the 1st, he hit for a fielder's choice, which got Griggs out at 2nd. Doesn't want deja vu here. He swings at the first pitch he sees, and that's fouled off. 0-1 count. Dancing off of first is Griggs. On deck is Titus Hutchins, who picked up the last out. In the 1st, when he flew out to left field, as that pitch is a ball below the knees. Counts tied at 1-1. As we talked about, Ethan Smith, one of the members of the Doubledays to come in late. He won the D3 championship. So that's a good excuse. He was able to join late thanks to winning a championship. That one drops in for a ball. Count is 2-1. Griggs really working a secondary lead off of first. Keeping him close is Aylward. And that's the pump fake there from Dubeck, who looking like he was going to throw down to first to try to get Griggs. Instead, he holds on. 3-1. And Hale's back is to the wall here. Down 3-1. Smith sitting comfortably. Hale comes set from the stretch. Kick steals this one. Spiked in the ground at 86 miles per hour. That's a walk given up. Griggs on second safely. And Smith on first safely. That's a walk given up by Hale. Titus Hutchins, who's 0 for 1 on the night, steps into the box. Working with no outs and runners on first and second. Would love a single here. Titus Hutchins is batting about .230 on the season. He has 3 hits on the season. 3 RBIs. He watches that one go by for a strike. 0-1 count to him. Griggs dancing off of second, has the attention of Hale. That one, a breaking ball, drops in the zone for a strike. 0-2 count as Hale is well ahead. Hutchins taking some practice swings. Overcast rolling in. Another cloudy game here at Falcon Park. But the fans are out. The pitch. This one, a little dribbler in front of the plate, collecting it as Dubeck. Throw to first. Not in time. An infield single for Titus Hutchins that advances every single runner. Bases are loaded. A swinging punt for Titus Hutchins. Bases loaded. Spurger due up to the plate. Hit for a single in the second and scored. The Pioneers fielders come into the grass. The pitch to Spurger. Drops in the zone for a ball. Drops below the zone for a ball. That is. Spurger, 1 for 1 on the night, batting 1,000. First pitch he saw from Hale, he hit. That one drops below the zone as well. Count is 2-0, and Hale is struggling here in the bottom of the third. Gave up a single to Griggs, walk to Smith, and a single to Hutchins off of the swinging bunt. Double A's fans making some noise. The pitch, a breaking ball, drops in the zone for a strike. Count is 2-1 to Spurger, who is the 9th batter in the Doubledays lineup. On deck is the 10th batter, Burt Maxim. The pitch. This one's well outside. A good stop there from Dubeck as the count is 3-1. Spurger sitting comfortably. Three-one count. The pitch on the way. This one's going to be hit down the third base line and a fair ball. Gets past the glove of Davis. 1 run scores with ease. Here comes another. The throw in from left field halts. A 3rd run from coming in. 9-4 Auburn Doubledays. A double for Zach Spurger that scores Griggs from 3rd. Smith from 2nd. Hutchins on 3rd. A 2 RBI double for Zach Spurger to open this one up. And it looks like that will be it for the night of Lucas Hale. That was a dream at bat for Zach Spurger, who hit it past the glove of the diving Alex Davis. Double A's open this one up here in the bottom of the third. We're going to make our way for the new relief pitcher for the Pioneers to get some warm-up pitches. We'll be right back on the Auburn Double A's YouTube channel. We found out who the new pitcher is for the Elmira Pioneers. That is number 8, Lucas Rylander, as Lucas Hale's night is done. 2 innings pitch, 2 strikeouts, 6 walks, 6 hits, 9 runs so far. We don't know how many earned runs he's given up. Burt Maxim due up to the plate. He watches that one go by for a strike. Burt Maxim is 0 for 1 on the night in the second. He flew out to the third baseman, Davis. He's working with 2 runners on, no one out. He swings and misses at that one. 0-2 count to the righty, Burt Maxim. And Lucas Rylander comes into this one with a little bit of a jam, as he's got no one out, 2 runners on. The pitch, this one almost clips him. That's a ball. Count is 1-2. One-two count. Doubledays fans still clapping, still making noise. The pitch, a breaking ball. This one swung on a miss, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. As swinging at that one and striking out is Burt Maxim. So that's 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and the lineup will flip over again for the Auburn Doubledays. That's the 3rd time tonight through 3 innings, as Chase Massey's due up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in his last at-bat. In the second, he walked. He blasts this one towards left field. Running back is Jack Tubman. And this one bounces against the wall and drops for a base hit. 1 run scores with ease. Here comes the second run that scores with ease. A stand-up double for Chase Massey, as this one opens up again for the Auburn Doubledays, 11-4. 1 pitch, 1 swing, hits the wall in left field. Jack Tubman could not get it. Chase Massey with the stand-up double to score 2 runs. 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. A huge swing by Massey that scores 2 runs. And just like that, Nacho Gonzalez, first pitch he sees, lines that one that drops for a base hit into center field. And the run will hold at third base. So it's 11-4 Auburn Doubledays, with only 1 out. And so far in this inning, 4 runs have come in for the D-Days off of 8 hits. So on first base is Mr. Nacho Gonzalez himself. On second is Chase Massey. Excuse me, he's on third. He advanced. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop, Michael Gardner, who throws it to second for the out, and the throw to first is also in time. So the run will not score. It's 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. A 6-4-3 putout ends the inning, as Teddy Monahan could not pick up a hit. But the damage has been done. 11-4 Auburn Doubledays, a huge inning for them. We're going to make our way to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back. We're back for the top of the fourth inning. 11-4 Auburn Doubleday as Brandon Dubeck due up to the plate. The catcher walked and scored in the second. A huge bottom of the third inning for the Doubledays. They score 4 runs in back-to-back innings. They did in the second as well. The 2-2. This one's going to be hit short to the third baseman, Davis. Gloves it. Throw to first. That's Spurger, who gets the out. "5-3 put out for the first out as Michael Gardner, the shortstop, is due up to the plate. He's batting 1,000 on the night as he was the one who hit the in-the-park home run off of the error by Monahan. In the second, he swings and misses at this one. So Gardner swings and misses at that one as well. "0-2 count with 1 out. The pitch to Gardner. Drops in the zone. Home plate umpire rings him up. Down looking goes Michael Gardner, as that's a backwards K in the books for Saylor. And that's the third strikeout on the night for Saylor as well. And quickly, just like that, there's 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. And Caleb Delaney is due up to the plate. The first pitch to him is going to be hit off of the glove of Saylor, collecting his hunches. Throw to first. Not in time. 1 pitch. 1 hit. That will be a single. It'll be ruled as a single because Delaney technically beat it out. So that's unfortunate there for Saylor because he almost clubbed it cleanly. It would have gone 3 up, 3 down. Instead, it ricochets off his glove, and Hutchins couldn't have a play in time. So, Manny Esley drew up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 as he hit for a fielder's choice. He's the 10th batter in the Pioneers lineup as it is getting dark and windy here at Falcon Park, looking like a storm will roll in. Got to check my weather app in a minute to see what it says. Trusty partner Sammy Britton has the weather app up. Nope, no storm. So I guess we'll have some clean and fun baseball tonight, but in the dark here soon. Just windy. I mean, yeah, it has been a very windy night. It's a 2-0 count to the righty Esley. Off of first base is Delaney. The throw down to first from Griggs is not in time. A beautiful jump to try to get Delaney. But the count is now 3-0 as I've lost internet connection for the 15th time tonight on my laptop to try to keep track of stats. But there's the throwback to try to get Delaney again. 3-0 to Esley, who's sitting comfortably in the at-bat. The pitch. This one below the knees. Ball 4. Esley knew it right away. He works a walk. And that is a 4-pitch walk given up by Saylor. And just like that, the lineup for the Pioneers will flip over for the 3rd time tonight. Delaney is on second. On first is Esley. Here's Tyler Adamo, still looking for his first hit in this one. He's 0 for 2, flew out to center field in the first and grounded out to bats in the second. First pitch to him, he crushes this one. And it might be trouble for Hutchins at second base, who runs back, makes the catch on the run, and that ends the inning. And Adamo knew it was trouble right away. So, 1 hit given up, no runs scored. It will be 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the fourth for the Doubledays at-bats, who have scored 11 runs in 3 innings. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Doubledays YouTube channel. Bottom four, 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. And out there on the mound for the Pioneers, that's still number 8, Lucas Rylander. As Lucas Hale went 2 innings pitch to complete, could not finish the third. Gave up 2 strikeouts, 6 walks, 6 hits, 11 earned runs for him. As Justin Batts, the cleanup batter for the Doubledays, is 1 for 2 on the night, hit for a single and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the second. He watches that one go by for a ball. Count is 2-0 to him, as it has gotten dark. The pitch, this one, a check swing. Home plate umpire calls it a strike regardless. This one is outside, and the count is 3-1 to the righty bats, who's working comfortably in the at-bat. This one's going to be hit short to the third baseman, Davis. Gloves it. On a hop. Throw to first. Not in time. A great stretch from Aylward as the throw was low, but that will be a error on the Pioneers, as it was a low throw. A good stop from Aylward, but that will be an E5 as Justin Batts reaches first for the second time tonight. Colin Haug drew up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Walked, got left stranded in the first, struck out swinging in the second. He's working with no outs and a runner on first. The pitch. This one's chopped on fouled. Collecting it will be Jonathan Griggs, the on-deck batter. Oh, 2 count to Haug. Rylander from the stretch, kick steals. A breaking ball just misses upstairs. This one is a ball. So far, Colin Haug working with a 3-2 count now as that one almost clips him. Had to hit the Michael Jackson emote to move out of the way of that one on his tiptoes. He was down 0-2. He's now working with a full count approach. Justin Batts still dancing off of first base. Rylander not giving him a look. The 3-2, this one swung and a missed, and Haug upset with himself, but it was a good swing to try to get a hit, and that will be the second punch out on the night for Lucas Rylander in the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. Jonathan Griggs due up to the plate. He is 1 for 1. He was hit by pitch, then got put out in the first. He then hit a single in the third and scored. And he watches that one go by for a ball. Off of first is Batts. Griggs working with a 1-0 count. The pitch, a breaking ball. He swings and misses at that one, and he's upset with himself. He can't believe it. He took his hand off of the bat, tried to kill it. He looked towards the dugout and said, "My bad," but it was a great swing. Doubledays fans have found some life as they're clapping now. They were dead there here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be a 2-1 count as that one cannot find the zone outside. Batts still off of first. Rylander kick steals the pitch. This one finds the strike zone. Counts tied at 2-2. Rylander finally gives the runner on first a look. Comes set, kick steals the pitch. This one's going to be hit towards right field area. Running over is Delaney, who loses his hat on the run and makes the catch on the run for the second out. That's an F9 in the books. That's the second out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. A win was a huge factor in that play. Excuse me. But that was an impressive run from Caleb Delaney. Here's Ethan Smith. He's 0 for 1. Hit for a fielder's choice in the first and walked. He hits that one right to the second baseman, Adamo, who collects it, steps on second for the third out. So, no hits. One runner left stranded off of an error. No runs. Ethan Smith is retired as he hit for a fielder's choice, but out trying to advance was Batts. 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. We're going to make our way to the top of the fifth. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back for the top of the fifth inning. 11-4 Auburn Doubledays as due up to the plate for the Pioneers. That's Brett Baker, a big batter for them who has yet to pick up a hit in this one. He did reach first safe, however, in the third with a walk. It's a 1-1 count to Baker as he watches that one. Count is 2-0. Excuse me, 2-0. I was right. Never second guess yourself, folks. This one swung on and missed. Now it's 2-1. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, and Baker goes down swinging. A huge strikeout there from Saylor, as that is his 4th strikeout on the game. And with that, that'll bring up the 3rd batter, Jack Tubman. So here's Jack Tubman, who's 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to the shortstop. And then flew out to right field on the 3rd. He was a victim of Ethan Smith's glove, who was in his first game for the Doubledays tonight. He's working with a 2-0 count. The pitch, this one's low and downstairs for ball 3. Saylor, who got the strikeout against Baker, is struggling so far against Tubman. The pitch, this one's low for ball 4. And just like that, Tubman will walk on a 4-pitch walk. Here's Alex Davis, who's hit by pitch in the 2nd and scored, and then walked and got left stranded in the 3rd. This one is called a strike by the home plate umpire. 0-1 count with 1 out. Time is 8:04 here at Falcon Park, and the lights are on bright as it is dark as clouds have rolled in. The pitch from Saylor is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Tubman dancing around off of first. Keeping him close, however, is Justin Batts. The pitch. This one just misses downstairs and outside for ball 1. And Saylor would love a strikeout here. The pitch. This one's fouled off of the glove of Griggs. So the count is still 1-2 as Saylor gives the runner off of first a look. Pump set from the stretch. Kick steals. A breaking ball. Finds the strike zone. Home plate umpire rings him up. Another strikeout for Saylor. That's his 5th on the game. Due up to the plate is Alex Davis. Excuse me, is Ryan Gabbianelli. Swings that first pitch he sees, and that one is fouled out of play. Oh, 1 count, 2 outs. Off of first base is Tubman. This one just outside, says the home plate umpire. $11-4 Doubledays, top 5th, 2 outs. Off of first is Tubman. There's the throw over, and that is not in time from the pitcher Saylor. Count still tied at 1-1 to the righty Gabbianelli. The pitch, a breaking ball, just misses inside. Great pitch there from Sailor, but Gabbianelli did have to move out of the way a little bit. 2-1 count. Off of first still is Tubman. Sailor will give him a look. He will kick and deal. The pitch outside, and just like that, it was an 0-1 count. It is now 3-1. Gabbianelli sitting comfortably. Let's see if he has the green light with a 3-1 count from his third base coach. Sailor gives the runner off of first a look again. The pitch finds the zone. No look, no swing from Gabbianelli. And just like that, the 2-out, 2-strike siren has gone off here at Falcon Park again. Fans love it. It fuels them. Let's see if it fuels Sailor. The pitch. This one's low and gets away from Griggs. That's a ball. And that's ball 4. Gabbianelli will walk, and Tubman will advance to second base. Here's Jack Aylward, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Hit for a single and scored in the second, and flew out to left field in the third. He's 1 for 2 on the game as he watches that one go by for a ball. Sailor comes set from the stretch. Gives Tubman a look off second. Kick steals. This one's also outside. He tried to place that one. Instead, it's a ball. Sailor gives the runner a look, kick steals, and just like that, it is 3-0. A beautiful stop there from Griggs. And Sailor is starting to struggle. Has 2 strikeouts on the inning, but already has 2 walks. Sailor comes set again, looks back, kick steals, the pitch. This one finds the strike zone. A much needed looking strike there by Sailor. The 3-1. This one's downstairs. Griggs with another great stop. And that's the third walk given up in the inning by Sailor, as both runners will advance. And just like that, Coach Thomas Eaton makes his way out to the mound to go collect his starting pitcher, Will Sailor, as his night will be done. We have a relief pitcher coming in for Sailor. We'll find out who it is in just a minute as Eaton gives a look to the bullpen, and the pitcher has not come out yet. So on second base is Gabbianelli, on first base is Jack Aylward, and on third is Jack Tubman. Brandon Dubeck is due up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the game, as here is the relief pitcher for the Doubledays. We're going to step away for a brief moment as the relief pitcher warms up for the Auburn Doubledays. I'm Evan Crocchio commentating tonight's game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. Top fifth, 2 outs, 11-4 Auburn Doubledays. We have a pitching change. We learned who that is. That's number 31, Soren Cooper, who will be replacing Will Saylor. He's going to face off against Brandon Dubeck. Like we said, is 0 for 1. First pitch he sees, he rips into left field, then drops for a base hit. 1 run scores with ease. Here comes another. The third base coach halts the third run. 11-6 Auburn Doubledays. 1 pitch needed for Dubeck to score 2 runs on a stand-up double. No time wasted by Brandon Dubeck to score Tubman from third base. Gabianelli from second, and Aylward is on third. That one was huge for Brandon Dubeck to get some runs back. And that one will end the inning on the run by Ethan Smith in the right field on the warning track. So only 2 pitches needed by Soren Cooper, but he does unfortunately give up a stand-up double that will be rewarded to Will Saylor, whose night is done. Brandon Dubeck, the stand-up double, scored Tubman, scored Gabianelli, and Michael Gardner flew out to right field to end the inning. 11-6 Auburn Doubledays. 2 runs coming in the top of the 5th. Doubledays want some more insurance runs in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. Bottom 5th, 11-6 Auburn Doubledays. Titus Hutchins is due up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Hit for a single in the 3rd and scored. And then in the 1st, he flew out to left field. He will face off against Lucas Rylander, who's still out there on the mound. Hutchins set in the box. The pitch. This one's going to be roped in the left field and dropped for a base hit. 1 pitch. 1 hit gets things going in the bottom of the 5th for the Auburn Doubledays. Here's Zach Sperger, who is 1,000 on the night. Sperger hit for a single and scored in the 2nd, and hit for a double in the 3rd and got left stranded. Titus Hutchins is 2 for 3 on the night. Sperger 1,000. He watches that one go by for a ball. Off of first already is Hutchins. Rylander will not give him a look. Comes set from the stretch. Kick steals. This one is a check swing, foul ball, and the home plate umpire says it's fair. Wow. Yeah, we will definitely have a discussion here, as Sperger did not run. He thought it was a foul ball. It was a check swing, however, so it could be a strike. But it hit off the knob of the bat for sure. And I thought it was foul, but the home plate umpire said it was fair. And stepping on first base with ease was Aylward. But advancing to second was Hutchins. Good heads-up base running by him if it still stands. And the home plate umpire indicates that it is still an out as Hutchins is on second safely. That will be a 3 unassisted in the books. As Spurger is out, but advancing to second was Hutchins. So, a bit of confusion there, and the Double A's fans do not like that call, whatever, but the home plate umpire talks it over with the field umpire and stands by it. Hutchins on second, Spurger out, and we have a pinch batter. That is number 5, Jaden Madrid, as Burt Maxim's night is done. He went 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the third, flew out to the third baseman in the second. Madrid working with 1 out. That was a ball to him and a runner in scoring position. And this one's fouled up, running over is Dubek, and he makes the catch on the run, and Madrid cannot believe it. A great jump there from Dubek to get the second out on the run, a pop fly towards the Pioneers dugout. Chase Massey due up to the plate. He has had a pretty big night. Grounded out to the third baseman in the first. Walked and scored in the second and doubled. Got left stranded in the third. He's dealing with a runner on second. 2 outs. He smashes this one towards center field. Running in is Baker, and he cannot make the catch. It drops in front of him, and scoring from second base will be Titus Hutchins. A single for Chase Massey, who is batting 2 for 3 on the night. 1 pitch, 1 hit. Puts it in play, a bloop single in a center field that scores Hutchins from second. 12-6 Doubledays. They start to get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And here is fan favorite Nacho Gonzalez. He swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it away. Out of play. Gonzalez walked twice in the first and second innings and scored twice. Has a stolen base. And then in the third, he hit for a single and then got out trying to advance to second. He hits this one into left field. Running in will be Tubman. Loses his hat and makes the catch on the run. That will be the third out as Massey was trying to advance to third. He's going to be out. That's an F7 to end the bottom of the 5th. But the damage has been done. A run scores off of a single by Massey to score Hutchins. Nacho Gonzalez ends the inning. 12-6 Doubledays. They have 10 hits on the game compared to the Pioneers' 4. We're going to make our way to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. Top 6, 12-6 Auburn Doubledays. They lead the Pioneers. They have scored a run in every single inning besides the 4th. And out there on the mound for the Auburn Doubledays, that's Soren Cooper, who's facing off against Caleb Delaney. First pitch to Delaney is a ball well outside. Time is 8:22, getting darker by the minute. That one is a ball well below the knees of Delaney. We have a defensive substitution here in the top of the sixth. Out there at first base, that's number 22, Braden Michelson, as Justin Batts' night is done so far that we know out at the field. This one's going to be hit into left center field. Running over is Monahan and drops for a base hit between Monahan and Haug. Making his way to second with ease will be Caleb Delaney, a stand-up double for him off of a few pitches. Caleb Delaney has had himself a night, has reached base safely in every single at-bat, hit by pitch in the second and got out trying to advance, hit for a single in the fourth, and now hit for a stand-up double in the sixth inning. And here's the 10th batter in the Pioneers lineup, Manny Esley, the extra hitter, hit for a fielder's choice in the second and walked and got left stranded in the fourth, yet to pick up an actual hit. This one outside and downstairs for a ball. Count is 1-0, excuse me, to Esley. Off of second is Delaney, keeping him close is Titus Hutchins. Giving him a look is Cooper. The pitch, this one's downstairs. Great stop there by Griggs. Counts 2-0. I mean, it has been a fun game to watch here at Falcon Park tonight. Multiple lead changes. A grand slam by Monahan for a second home run of the season. Few pitching changes already through 5 full innings. This one's in there for a strike. Esley watches that one go by. Wind has picked up again. Our tent over by the Doubledays dugout and bullpen is blowing off of its stakes a little bit. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz here at Falcon Park, but game is still playing. The pitch just misses. Count is 3-1. No budge from the home plate umpire. Stepping into the box is Esley. He's set. Off of second will be Delaney. Hutchins going to bang on the glove to alert Cooper to look. Gives 1 look, 2 looks, kick steals. The pitch. This one's just low, below the belt buckle. And below the knees as well for ball 4. So, Esley will walk. Delaney will stay at second. No budge. And just like that, Cooper has given up 2 base runners with no outs. Here's Tyler Adamo, who is struggling tonight at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Fly out to center field in the first. Hit to the first baseman. Bats in the second. And then flew out to the second baseman. In the fourth, he watches that one go by for a strike. Cooper will give the runner a look. The pitch. This one's a breaking ball upstairs. Count is 1-1. The slider could not find the zone, and that's a good stop from Griggs, who has had a busy night behind the plate tonight. Cooper kick steals. This one, another impressive stop by Griggs. I mean, he is having himself a night, as that one is 2-1. Love to watch Griggs behind the plate. He is just so fun to watch. Dives for balls, gets pop-ups, blocks everything. Kids, if you're going to watch anyone on the Doubledays, watch Jonathan Griggs. This one's roped in the left field. Tyler Adamo finally picks up a base hit. The third base coach waves the runner in as the throw is offline, and the Pioneers will score a run. Tyler Adamo 1 for 4 on the night, an RBI single from him that scores Delaney from second. On second base is Esley, and on first base safely is Adamo. So, that's 1 RBI for Tyler Adamo, making it 12-7 Auburn Doubledays with no outs. Here's Brett Baker, the lefty, yet to pick up a hit in this one, working with no outs, 2 runners on. The pitch from Cooper, a breaking ball. Called strike by the home plate umpire, and Baker needs a strikeout here. 6 hits on the game for the Pioneers, 10 for the Doubledays. Cooper gives Esley a look off second. The pitch. This one's fouled off. Counts 0-2. Brett Baker with his back against the wall, down 0-2. Cooper would love a strikeout here. Cooper gives the runner a look. Another look, kick steals, and there goes the runner to the third. This one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Massey touches second. Throw to first is in time. A beautiful double play by the shortstop, Chase Massey, to step on second and get the out on second and first as well. So that's 2 outs, but advancing to third is Manny Esley. And Adama was out at second trying to advance, and Brett Baker is out on the 6-4-3 double play. Here is Jack Tubman, who's yet to pick up a hit so far in this one. Walked and scored in the 5th, however. This one drops in there for a strike. Count is tied at 1-1. 2 outs, 12-7 Doubledays. Both teams have an error each. And dancing off of third base is Esley, trying to get the attention of the pitcher Cooper. This one's going to go into left field for a base hit. A run will score, and that's a single for Jack Tubman for his first hit on the night. Tubman with the single. Esley scores 12-8 Doubledays. Here's Alex Davis. Again, yet to pick up a hit in this one, but if I keep saying that, the Pioneers will apparently get a hit. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and walked, and then struck out swinging in the 5th. He watches this one go by for a ball. One 0 count. The pitch called strike by the home plate umpire. One count to the righty Davis. Off first base is Tubman. Cooper from the stretch. Kick steals. This one's going to be hit into right center field. Running back is Monahan, who makes the diving catch on the run. Wow! Teddy Monahan with the impressive leap to get the third out. And Chase Massey, the shortstop, with his hands on his head, cannot believe it. Doubledays fans cheering. They couldn't believe it as well. That ends the inning. An F8 putout. An ESPN SportsCenter top 10 play to pick up the third out here. And the Doubledays dugout will meet Teddy Monahan. It looked like it was going to drop for a base hit. Instead, it's the third out. 2 runs will score, however, in the top of the 6th, but that doesn't matter. That's a beautiful stop there by Teddy Monahan to retire Davis. So, bottom 6th, 12-8 Doubledays. We'll be right back after this brief break. I'm ready, so is Monahan, and he is pumped up at the plate now. He just had a phenomenal inning-ending diving play on the run. Doubledays fans have some life. Monahan steps up to the plate. He also hit the grand slam in the second inning. He is having a phenomenal night. First pitch to him from Rylander, drops in the zone for a strike. So far, the Pioneers and their at-bats, 0 runs in the first, 4 in the second, 0 in the third, 0 in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth, 2 runs in the sixth. Doubledays, 3 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third, 0 in the fourth, and 1 run in the fifth. 12-8 Doubledays, 10 hits for them, 7 hits for Elmira. Count is 1-1 to the righty Monahan. Rylander from the windup. The pitch. This one's going to go into right field. Running back as Delaney, who cannot grab it. It gets past him. Going to second base with ease is Monahan. He's going to truck towards third. The throw into third will not be in time. Teddy Monahan, how do you do? A diving triple for him for the base hit. He is electric tonight. Wow, Teddy Monahan, have yourself a night. I thought Delaney had a play on that one. Instead, it goes over his head, bounces off the wall, and Monahan shows off his impressive wheels to get on third base with the dive. And here we have a pinch batter. Justin Bat's night is completely done. He ended the night going 1 for 3. Here is number 22, Braden Michelson. We already saw him in the field. Doubledays fans on their feet. He watches that one go by for a ball. Michelson dealing with no one out and a runner 90 feet away from scoring is Monahan. And Doubledays fans are banging on the bleachers. That one is swung on and missed. Counts tied at 1-1. The pitch. This one's going to be fouled back. Collecting this one will be Colin Haug, the on-deck batter. And Justin Batts did not have a bad night at the plate by any means. He hit for a single in the first and scored, struck out swinging in the second, and hit for an error and got out trying to advance in the fourth. Just looks like Eaton's trying to switch up things a little bit, get Michelson at bats. He watches that one go by for a ball and almost clips him. He had to move his elbow out of the way. Michelson does not wear any elbow guards, so that one would have been a stinger if it were to have hit him. The pitch. That's high, and it was 1-2. It is now 3-2. And let's see who wins this duel. Rylander from the stretch. Kick steals the pitch. This one is inside for ball 4. And just like that, we have a timeout called by the Pioneers coach. He's going to go out there to talk to Rylander. Not sure if this is it for the night of Rylander or the assistant coach for the Pioneers is just going out there for a pep talk, try to clear his mind. There are some pitchers warming up in the pen for the Pioneers, just tossing, stretching. But it looks like Rylander will stay out there on the mound. Colin Haug is the batter. He's going to face off against Haug. 0 for 2 on the night. Walked and got left stranded at third base in the first. Struck out swinging twice. Once in the second, once in the fourth. He's dealing with runners on the corners. 12-8 Doubledays. 11 hits for them. 7 hits for Elmira. Both teams have an error each. Time is 8:37. Sun has almost set. The pitch. This one's going to be crushed in left field. Will drop for a base hit. Scoring with ease will be Teddy Monahan. And making his way to second base is Braden Michelson. Colin Haug, one pitch he sees, ends his slump at the plate. A single for him. 13-8 Auburn Doubledays. An RBI single for Colin Haug. He's on first. Michelson on second. Two up to the plate will be Jonathan Griggs, who has had a phenomenal night at the plate. The pitch. This one's going to be crushed and goes into left field for a base hit. Holding up the lead runner is the third base coach for the Doubledays as Haug advances to second. Advancing the third is Michelson. A single for Jonathan Griggs, who is 2 for 3 on the night. Bases loaded, no one out. Calling timeout is Brandon Dubek to go talk to his starting pitcher. Try to calm him down and give signs to the infield. And this has been such a fun game. I'm starting to lose my voice. Doubledays kind of got owned last game against the Pioneers. They lost 9-1 on the 16th. This one, they come back with vengeance. They're up 13-8 here in the bottom of the 6th. They've scored a run every inning besides the 4th. They have 13 hits on the game compared to the Pioneers' 7. Bases juice. Let's go Doubledays chant has started. Ethan Smith looking for his first hit on the season. This is his first game as well for the Doubledays. Lucas Rylander still out there on the mound for the Pioneers. Smith, the pitch to him. No go. That's a ball. Collecting himself is Rylander. He kicks, deals. This one, a breaking ball, drops in the zone for a strike. Count is tied at 1-1. You're a Yankees fan. The Yankees are tied 1-1 to the White Sox in the bottom of the 6th at home in New York. I know I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm also cheering for the Yankees as well as cheering for the Doubledays. Swinging and missing at this one is Smith. Counts 1-2. Rylander ahead. I mean, what a fun night under the lights here at Falcon Park. Couldn't ask for a better home game as Doubledays look to end their losing streak. Counts 1-2. The pitch. This one's well upstairs. Count is tied at 2-2. Let's go Doubledays chant has started again. Some banging, pounding on the press box. Feels like an earthquake, but it's been an exciting game. Rylander from the stretch. Kick, steals, the pitch. This one will be swung on, and that will be a strikeout for Smith. No runners advanced. That is the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Scores 13-7. Bases still loaded. It was dropped by the catcher, Brandon Dubak, but it doesn't matter because there is a runner on first. That's a drop third rule if you're not too clear with it. This one is ball downstairs to Titus Hutchins, who has had himself a busy night at first base. At the plate, however, he is 2 for 3. Scored in the 5th inning, hit a single. Dealing with bases loaded, the 1-0. This one's fouled back. A screamer off the bat that ricochets off the net. 1-1 count. One ball, one strike, one out, bases loaded. The pitch from Rylander, a breaking ball that misses upstairs. His breaking ball has somewhat been hit or miss tonight. The 2-1. This one's going to be blasted to center field. Running back is Baker. Makes the catch. Runner will tag up. The throw in the third to try to get the other tagging up runner is not in time. A sac fly for Titus Hutchins, who picks up an RBI. 14-8 Auburn Doubledays. That's the second out here in the bottom of the sixth. Titus Hutchins able to put it deep into center field to score. Braden Michelson from third, and then tagging up is Colin Haug. He's on third. So first base is Griggs. Third base is Haug. And due up to the plate is Spurger, who is 2 for 3 on the game so far with a single, double, and then hit to the first baseman. This one's fouled away. Counts 0-1 with 2 outs. Doubledays so far have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the sixth. There's the throw down to first to try to get Griggs. It's not in time by the throw down by Duback. 1-1 count. That one is a ball. Count is 2-1. On deck is number 5, Jaden Madrid, if he is able to get an at-bat. 2-1 count. The pitch. A breaking ball. This one's going to be hit in the center right field. Running over is Caleb Delaney, who makes the catch on the run for the third out. Damage has been done again by the Auburn Doubledays as Braden Michelson and Teddy Monahan were able to score. Teddy Monahan, talk about having a night. He is 2 for 3 at the plate with a grand slam and a triple. He has scored 3 times tonight, and he has had an impressive outing at center field as well. 14-8 Doubledays, top 7. We're going to make our way to that inning. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. Top of the 7th inning. Due up to the plate for the Pioneers. That is Ryan Gabbianelli. 14-8 Doubledays. They have 13 hits compared to the Pioneers' 7. And still out there on the mound, that's number 31, Soren Cooper for the Doubledays. Gabbianelli still looking for his first hit in this one. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking in the second, strikeout swinging in the third, and he walked and scored in the fifth. Gabbianelli, first pitch to him, he swings and misses, and we are underway in the 7th. Pioneers, with 3 innings left, down by 6, are going to have to score 2 runs an inning to try and tie it. This one, swinging strike, count is 0-2. 0-2 count, Gabbianelli with his back to the wall. Cooper has been sharp so far in his outing. The pitch. This one's fouled off. Went towards the Pioneers' dugout. Oh, 2 count still to Gabbianelli. The pitch, a breaking ball. That one just missed. Upstairs, and Gabbianelli shaking his head. Yes, he knew it. That's a beautiful pitch there, nonetheless, from Cooper, who just missed upstairs. The 1-2. Upstairs, counts tied at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gabbianelli set in the box. Cooper does not want to throw a ball here. The pitch. Full count approach coming up. Tried to blow a fastball right by him. Instead, could not find the right placement. Count is full. The pitch. This one's going to be smacked towards left field. Running back is Haug, and he makes the catch on the run on the warning track. A beautiful play by Colin Haug to pick up the first out on the run. Ryan Gabbianelli is retired on the F7 flyout. Jack Aylward due up to the plate. He is 1 for 2. In his last outing, he walked and got left stranded at third. The pitch just misses a little upstairs. I mean, Cooper's breaking ball is just sharp, but he unfortunately could not find the zone there. The 1-0. This one swung and a miss. Count is tied at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no one on. Calling time will be Aylward. It looks like there is an errant ball on the field, as that was what the timeout was. Ball's off the field. Count is still 1-1. Aylward set in the box. Kicking, dealing is Cooper. The pitch. This one's fouled off. Ricochets off of the dugout and then off of the netting. Aylward has yet to strike out on the night so far. He's down 1-2. The pitch from Cooper. This one's going to be smacked towards left field. Colin Howe running back. Cannot make the play. Bounces off the wall. And going to second with the stand-up double is Jack Aylward. His second hit on the night. He is 2 for 3. And Colin Haug could not come up with that one as it ricochets off of the Allen B. banking wall out there in left field. Brandon Dubek due up to the plate. A dangerous batter. He hit a double in the 5th. It's 1 for 2 on the game so far, dealing with 1 out and a runner on second. The pitch. This one swung on and missed. 0-1 pitch to Dubek. Dubek set in the box. The pitch. This one's going to be smacked towards center field. Running back is Monahan. And this one is a ground rule double. Back-to-back doubles given up by Soren Cooper, as it looked like that one was a home run. Instead, it's a ground rule double. Aylward scores. Dubek on second. 14-9 Elmira Pioneers. They're creeping back here in the top of the 7th. Michael Gardner is due up to the plate as Dubek is on second. 1 run scored so far here in the top of the 7th. The pitch to Gardner is taken for a ball, and Soren Cooper starting to struggle here in the top of the 7th, giving up back-to-back doubles. Cooper gives Dubek a look off second. No one keeping him close. The pitch is upstairs for ball 2. Count is 2-0 with 1 out. Pioneers so far are all over Cooper. After Cooper was able to get Gabbianelli to pop up, this one's going to be popped up first base side. Running over is Michelson. Does not have any room as that one is well out of play. First base side, it's fouled off. 2-1 count. Cooper would love a pop-up here. He's going to try to throw his breaking ball. Again, no one will give Dubek any attention on second base. He will not go, though. Counts 3-1. Breaking ball, as I mentioned, does not work. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Cooper will give Dubek a look. The pitch upstairs for ball 4. And that is the 3rd Pioneer batter to reach first base safely in a row. On first is Gardner, Dubek on second. Delaney steps up. He is batting 1,000. It looks like we have a timeout called by Jonathan Griggs, the catcher, to go talk to his relief pitcher, try to calm down his nerves, and home plate umpire is going to go out there, tell them that their time is almost up. Delaney hit for a double and scored in the 6th. Then in the 4th, he hit for a single, and then in the 2nd, he was hit by pitch, then put out at second trying to advance. He has reached first safely every single time tonight. He has been one of the Pioneers' hottest hitters, dealing with 1 out, 2 runners on, who are both off of their bases. The pitch. He lays down a bunt, but pulls back. This one is called a ball. 1-0 count. This one is taken for a ball. Count is 2-0. And the PGCBL actually posted something on Instagram that the hitting stat leaders through June 17th, Teddy Monahan, is 2nd in batting average at .455, but that's going to go up after tonight's impressive game. He's behind Batavia Muckdogs batter Evan Brock, who's batting .515. So Teddy Monahan with an impressive season so far for the Doubledays, who has been hot tonight. But Cooper is struggling. It's 3-0 to the lefty Delaney. Cooper in fear of having the bases loaded. This one is low for ball 4. And just like that, a 4-pitch walk. Loads the bases, and Thomas Eaton is going to make his way out towards the mound with a slow trot. I assume that means that this will be it for Soren Cooper's night. Gardner on second. On third base is Dubek. On first with the walk is Caleb Delaney, who has reached first base safely 4 times tonight. Manny Esley is due up to the plate for the Pioneers. He is their last batter. And we're going to take a break for a brief moment. 1 out, 14-9 Doubledays. We'll be right back. We're back after our brief break. We found out who the second relief pitcher is for the Auburn Doubledays. It's the Auburn native and Cayuga Spartan, number 11, Jacob Morrell. As Soren Cooper's night is done, he had an impressive outing, but he leaves with the bases loaded and only one out. A jam for Jacob Morrell. 14-9 Auburn Doubledays. Elmira so far here in the top of the 7th has scored 1 run. They have 9 hits on the game compared to the Doubledays, 13 hits. On first is Caleb Delaney. On second is Michael Gardner. And on third is Brandon Dubeck. Manny Esley in due for a hit is up to the plate. Hit for a fielder's choice in the second, got left stranded, and then walked in the fourth, walked in the sixth, and scored. First pitch to him is taken for a ball, and Morrell's first pitch of the night is a ball. We are back after our brief break. Time is 9 o'clock on the dot. A fun and exciting game tonight here at Falcon Park. That one is low for a ball. Kicks off of Griggs' leg guard. He's able to stop it, however, to keep anyone from advancing. 2-0, 1 out, all runners off. Infielders playing on the grass. The pitch, this one swung on a miss. Count is 2-1. This one's outside, and a great stop by Griggs. And just like that, Morrell in danger of giving up a walk. This one is taken for a ball. And just like that, that is a bases-loaded walk. And it is 14-10. Auburn Doubledays. Here's Tyler Adamo. Manny Esley walks. Delaney on second. On third is Gardner. Scoring is Dubeck. Tyler Adamo is 1 for 4 on the night. Count is 2-0, as that is an impressive kickoff of Griggs to keep any runs from scoring. 2-0 count to the righty Adamo. The pitch. This one almost clips him. Look out. Count is 3-0. And just like that, the tying run is at the plate for the Pioneers, with the score being 14-10. The pitch. This one is a ball. And just like that, the bases are loaded again, and another run comes in for the Pioneers, 14-11. That is 4 straight walks given up by Doubledays pitchers. They are struggling so far in this one. 1 out to Gabby and Nelly, who flew out to left field. And then from there, it's been a double, walk. And this one is hit high into the air. It'll be ruled as an infield fly rule. That's an easy out, as collecting that one is Chase Massey. No runners will advance. 14-11 Doubledays, as Brett Baker is retired, who is still looking for his first hit tonight. Massey barely had to move on that one, and that one was in favor of the Doubledays because it was an infield fly. Jack Tubman due up to the plate. He swings at this one, hits to Spurger, gloves it, throw to first, not in time. It'll be an infield hit for Jack Tubman. Back-to-back hits for him. He hit in the 7th and now the 6th. On second is Adamo. On third base is Esley. And the run that came in was Caleb Delaney. So a single. Alex Davis is due up to the plate. It's 14-12. Doubledays. 4 runs have come in for the Pioneers. That one is taken for a ball, and you can hear the chirping from the Pioneers dugout. They have life. They're celebrating every walk, every hit. What looked like an improbable comeback. Now the Pioneers are only down by 2. The next pitch to Davis is outside for a ball, and Morel is struggling. 3-0. Morel is seeing ghost. He's down 3-0, needs a strike here to prevent another walk given up and another run from scoring. All runners off. The 3-0, laying down a bunt, but pulling back is Davis. That's ball 4. And just like that, the Pioneers are only down by 1 run. Davis on first. On second is Tubman. On third is Adamo. And scoring is Esley. Ryan Gabbianelli, who started out the inning with a fly out to left field, is due up to the plate. And from there, it has been disaster for Doubleday's pitchers. This one finds the strike zone. Huge strike there from Morel, who finally finds the strike zone. 0-1 count, 2 outs, bases still loaded. 14-13 Doubledays. This one also finds the strike zone. Count is 0-2, and Doubleday's fans have some life finally. A strikeout here from Morel would be huge. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. The Pioneers on the bench are chirping. The Doubledays fans are chirping. Both teams are bantering. The pitch. This one's outside, and a great stop from Griggs, who has been sharp tonight behind the plate to prevent any runs from scoring. Count is tied at 2-2. It was 0-2. Morel struggling. Gabbianelli, who led off the inning, working with a 2-2 count. Morel from the windup, kick steals the pitch. This one swung and a miss, and that ends the inning. A punch out for Jacob Morel, who escapes the inning. The Pioneers inch back in this one. They score 5 runs in the top of the 7th. That's the most runs by any team scored. And that is a huge inning for the Pioneers, who were down 14-8 coming into the inning. They're now down 14-13. That'll do it. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back on the Doubledays YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. I am Sam Britton. It is 9:08 p.m. and as the sun sets, we have decided to give Evan Carocchio's voice a little rest too. New pitcher for the Elmira Pioneers is Tobias Walridge, number 4. 10th batter in the lineup, Jaden Madrid, is due up. Let's see how the Doubledays respond after the huge explosion in the top of the 7th by Elmira. Madrid is 0 for 1 in his pinch appearance. The pitch. High and upstairs. It's been an exciting first night for me in Falcon Park. 14-13, 27 combined runs. Is that, what, 24 combined hits? It's been a barrage of runs and hits from everyone. I took my first visit to the bathroom. The water pressure in the bathroom in the sixth was about the same force as the guys tonight. Second pitch is a ball as well. Another high pitch. Oof. Come in and you do 3 high pitches. Let's see what Walridge has for the fourth. Fourth pitch also upstairs, and Madrid gets a walk. Double Days are back to the top of the order. Chase Massey. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a walk, a double, and a single. The pitch from Walridge. Right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1. Another high. One pitch from Walridge. Swinging, and Madrid steals second. 1-2 count now. Let's. Massey would try and capitalize with a runner in scoring position. Tip back to the net. Chase Massey looks on. 1-2. Another high pitch, 2-2 count. Walridge keeps looking back at second at Madrid, trying to keep him on. Walridge is set. 2-2 count. Runner goes. Foul ball. Madrid will go back to second. Nacho Gonzalez is on deck. He's had a great night so far. 2 walks and a single. He is ready. I'll tell you what, he flew out last at bat, and he's typically a fan favorite, and I could totally tell from the crowd's reaction every time he is up to bat. Walridge, the pitch. Outside. Full count for Walridge on his second batter. Walridge will look for a strikeout. Will Massey win the battle? Tips it foul, and he'll stay alive. A long battle here. There's been 8 pitches in this at-bat. Little wake-up call for Walridge. They're both ready for the pitch. See the payoff. He swings in a deep drive to left field. It'll be caught by Tubman. The tag will not come from Madrid. So Chase Massey flies out to left field, and Nacho Gonzalez will step into the batter's box looking to capitalize just as Massey did. with a runner in scoring position. Again, the Doubledays are up 14-13 here in the bottom of the 7th, so a run isn't needed, but it is liked. Oh, that pitch comes in and smokes Nacho Gonzalez. He will advance to first. Fans are a little upset about that one, but I think he's a fighter. And now here's the man of the hour. Teddy Monahan comes up the deck as there's a discussion at the pitcher's mound before him. I'd have a discussion too before he came up to bat. Teddy Monahan is a true force. Walk in the first, grand slam in the second, and a triple where she scored on last inning. If you remember that, if you were here for that, he sped around the bases after the right fielder missed the catch. I was thoroughly impressed by his speed. I knew he had power. I knew he could clearly catch. He had a diving catch earlier in the game, but that speed truly impressed me. Monahan already got Player of the Week honors, but a game like tonight, he'd be Player of the Night if the Doubledays hold on to win. Even if they don't, it'd be a little Jerry West. Oh, and Madrid steals third there, putting himself even closer to scoring position. I think Waldridge was more focused on Monahan there and didn't look at Madrid. Allowed him to speed to third. Gonzalez on first. (1-0) from Waldridge. There's a strike right down the middle. Monahan 1-1 with a 1 out. This would be a huge get for the Pioneers. They can get out of this inning. Ball outside, 2-1. And then on the Doubledays side, they have scored in every single inning except the 4th. They've had a barrage of hits, mostly from this guy right here, Teddy Monahan. He pops up to right center field. That'll be caught at the wall by Caleb Delaney. And Drew will run it in. 15-13 Doubledays take the lead on a sac fly from Teddy Monahan. Now, that came high and far off the bat. Not exactly the same power as his grand slam, so he knew he had at least the 1 run underneath that one. Now up to bat is Braden Michaels. Had a walk in his first appearance as a pinch hitter. The 1-0 fouled back. Nacho Gonzalez looks ready at first. Let's see if Braden Michelson can move him. Another ball. 2-1 count for Michelson. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Waldridge fires the 2-1. Another inside. 3-1 count for Waldridge. Last thing he wants is another runner on base. Elmira trying to get out of this inning and get their hot bats back and make a punch into this lead. The 3-1. Swung on. Foul back. Full count for Waldridge. Can he get out of the inning? Braden Michelson ready for the full count pitch. The payoff. Oh, low pitch, ball 4, and Michelson gets a walk. 2 runners on now for Colin Hogg. Nacho Gonzalez will advance to second. Michelson will take first. Con Hogg had a walk in the first and a single in the sixth with 2 strikeouts. Let's see if he can capitalize here in the seventh. Waldridge ready to deliver. And the pitch. Outside. The 1-0. Low for Michaels or for Hogg. Waldridge cannot go down 3-0 here. He's looking for a good pitch to get himself back into this count. Looking for the pitch from his catcher. He's got it. 2-0. Bad one. He found it. 2-1 pitch. Hogg is definitely slowly settled into this game. If he can get out of this inning, he'll be Waldridge is clearly settled in this game. He'll be happy with an out here. There's another strike. Gets himself even in the count 2-2. 2 outs. Waldridge definitely building some confidence here in this at-bat. Can Hogg make him pay here? The 2-2. Inside. Brings it to a full count. One of the many full counts here tonight. Three-two pitch. 2 outs from Waldridge. Runners run. Oh, and the umpire had to think about it. Ball 4. And Hogg will load the bases here for Jonathan Griggs, the catcher. 2 singles on the day for him. Elmira's coach will come out and discuss with Waldridge before this base loaded pitch. And Elmira has a new pitcher to replace Waldridge. And we'll be back after this in the Auburn Double Days YouTube channel. New pitcher for the Elmira Pioneers, number 51, Sam Watts. He comes in with a bases loaded attack by the Auburn Double Days. And up to bat It's Jonathan Griggs, number 23. Again, a good day for him. 2 singles. He made it around 1 time, and he was hit by the pitch in the first inning. The first pitch is a ball.
In a second. Sorry. I got you.
Definitely a bit of a different pitching motion here for Watts from every other pitcher we've seen. I heard that he was the closer, and honestly, the way he pitches looks like a closer as that one goes outside. He's got a light task here in the 7th. Bases loaded. 2 outs. High pressure for him. We'll try and find his groove here on the 2-0 pitch. Tries to find it from his catcher. Griggs is ready, the 2-0. Swings and fouls off. Now the 2-1. In there for a strike. Watts has built himself a 2-2 count. Definitely found his groove. Watts is ready for his moment here in the bottom 7th. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs to Griggs. He delivers outside, builds himself yet again another full count here tonight at Falcon Park. This pitch holds the momentum of the game in its balance. Can the Double Days go up 3? Or can Elmira get their batters back? 3-2 pitch, 2 outs from Watts. He delivers. Outside. Griggs will walk, and the Double Days take a 16-13 lead. Another pitch in which the umpire had to think about it. But Hogg advances to second. Michelson advances to third. And Nacho Gonzalez comes home as Griggs gets a walk. Ethan Smith, the newbie, comes up here in the bottom of the 7th. Had a decent night tonight in his first appearance for the Double Days. 2 fielders' choice and a walk. Struck out in the last inning, but he drives into right field. That'll drive 1 runner, 2 runners. That's a 2-run single for Ethan Smith on the first pitch. 18-13 Double Days, and they have built themselves another lead. It is great to see him come in off that D3 championship and be ready to swing and ready to come up strong for the Double Days. That is the perfect hit in that situation. He didn't have to go for anything too major, but he drives in 2 runs and keeps himself safe at first. Now up to hit is Titus Hutchins. A single, a double, and 2 for 4 here on the night. Watts delivers. Strike. There's 2 full counts that have fully lined in the left field, and he's going to send the runner from third, and the Double Days score another run. Titus Hutchins drives in an RBI single as Griggs comes in from second base, and Ethan Smith advances to second. Another RBI here for the Double Days. Again, those 2 full counts that the umpire called ball 4 completely changed the outcome of this game so far, as the Double Days have been able to score 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Zaxberger comes up to bat. 2 for 4 again on the evening. Last batter of last inning flew out to right field. Watts delivers ball 1. Pioneers have built themselves so much momentum coming to that top of the 7th and just weren't able to capitalize here in the bottom. Watts delivers the 1-0 outside. Dubek has done a great job behind the plate tonight. No pass balls, I think, from him. He's done a great job. I think both catchers done a great job. Griggs as well for the Double Days. Spurger is ready for Watts' 2-0 pitch. Watts will look back at Smith. Delivers. Strike. 2-1. Watts will try and build off that strike pitch here. Hopefully be able to get out of this inning. Go to the 8th. All the Pioneers need is 1. Can it be done here on this 2-1 pitch? Well, step closer to theirs. Watts delivers another strike. Two coming. 2 outs here for the Pioneers. Looking to get out of the inning. He delivers. Grounded to first. Oh! He saves it, but he cannot get it to first, and it advances past the pitcher. And the Double Days will score one more run here in the bottom of the 7th. Almost a great play there by Allward. But man, that was going to be tough. Double Days capitalize once again as Spurger advances to second. 20-13. Double Days. He looked like he was going to be in the right position, but he came up a little short. As soon as he stood up to go throw that ball to first, Allward, he just did not have the right mixture of speed and accuracy. Little meeting there between Dobek and Watts. And they've went all the way around. Madrid up to bat once again here. The score is 20-13. 2013. I was 5 years old, Evan. Make you feel old? Oh. Beginning of this bottom, the 7th, we were discussing a possible comeback here by Elmira, and the Double Days have quelled those thoughts as Watts delivers a ball. Madrid to third. Pioneers get out of the inning. After a long 6-run assault by the Double Days, the Elmira Pioneers hopefully can find their bats. Once again, an 11-run 7th inning by these two teams. A fun inning for sure. No, it's fine. Jack Aylward will step up here in the top of the 8th. The Elmira Pioneers had a error in the bottom of the 7th. Maybe he'll do a little Teddy Monahan and make up for an error here in the top of the 8th. Aylward doubled in the last inning as Morrell is outside 1-0. Aylward's had a good night. He is 3 for 4, 2 runs. Definitely a big part of the 13 runs Elmira's had. Morrell had another pitch outside, 2-0 count. Delivers. Oh, and he strikes Aylward. Aylward frustratingly throws off his guards and will walk to first base. Now up to bat for Elmira, Brandon Dobeck. Dobeck. 2 doubles on the night for him and a walk. 2 for 3. Scored twice. Common theme for a lot of these Elmira batters in the middle order. Outside by Morrell. Dobeck has impressed me tonight for Elmira between his behind the plate activities and at base. The 1-0. Outside. Dobeck looks confident here in this 2-0 pitch. Morrell delivers. Another ball. 3-0 pitch. Morrell will try and find his groove here in this 3-0. He's struggled since coming in, but anybody can get hot at any time. The 3-0. Another ball. Four ball walk from Morrell. And Dobeck will advance to first. Aylward to second. Now up for Elmira, Michael Gardner, who, if you remember, in the second inning, had that crazy inside the park home run where he went from first and advanced all the way around. Drove in 3 runs. Technically an error, but still a fun play nonetheless. First pitch was high. Shortstop looks on at the 1-0. And there's a strike for Morrell. The 2-0, or the 1-0. Fouled back by Gardner. Morrell ahead in the count, the 1-2. Ball, 2-2, even in the count. Two men on for Elmira, no outs. 2-2 pitch. Right down the middle, and they get a first out here, 2 men on. Morrell looks confident here. Gets his first strikeout, I think, of the night. Caleb Delaney steps in. Had a great night. He has made it on base every single time he has stepped up, the lefty has. Even in right field, he's had a pretty good night. Caleb Delaney looks on. At a strike by Morrell. Oh, 1. Little low there by Morrell. I do like how the turf here has little mowing lines. Makes it look a little real. Mowed my lawn yesterday. It looked just like this. 2-1 count here for Delaney. Delaney, always the confident hitter. Looks at this one. A little high. 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Foul back by Delaney. Delaney looking again to make it on base for the 5th straight time tonight. That'd be quite the feat. You know, sometimes you always want to be the Teddy Monahan, have the grand slam, have the diving catch, but I'd be happy with a Caleb Delaney. Another one fouled back. As one of the kids goes and gets it. And a good crowd here tonight. Three-two pitch, about to be delivered, 1 out. Outside, and Delaney gets on base for the 5th time. Manny Esley next up to bat. Dubeck advances to second. Allward advances to third. Manny Esley has walked in the past 2 innings. Can he make it a third? He'd keep a little streak here. As Morales walked 2 batters here in the top of the 8th. The pitch. A little high to Manny. Esley, as I mentioned, the back-to-back walks, but a walk earlier in the game as well. So great eye. Oh, and the pitch goes past Griggs. And scores from third is Aylward. And the Pioneers make it 14-20. Clawing back into this one ever so slightly is Elmira. But Morale will try his very hardest to keep them at bay. Dubeck to third. Delaney to second. And the 2-0 pitch now to Manny Esley. Oh, behind him, another wild pitch. But a good bounce back to Griggs, and he's able to field it. No runners advance. Not what you want to see into a 3-0 count. Will Esley get another walk here tonight? The 3-0. Behind him again. Another good bounce, though, and Griggs is able to get it. No runners advance. 4th walk for Manny Esley, and the 3rd walk of the inning from Morale. Back to the top of the order for the Elmira Pioneers, Tyler Adamo. Definitely gaining traction here in the later innings. The first pitch, low. Can Morale find the strike zone on the 1-0? With bases loaded, he delivers. A strike. Great pitch there by Morale. Again, he found momentum there against Gardner and struck him out looking. Looking to do it again against Adamo. Definitely rushing his routine here. The 1-1. Popped up to the second baseman. And it's caught for the second out of the inning for the Double A's. Brett Baker now takes the batter's box for Elmira. Base is still loaded here for Elmira with 2 outs. As again, Brett Baker looks to deliver. Pitch inside, ball 1. Baker struggled a bit, flew out, struck out, grounded out twice. Oh, hit hard to left field. Right towards the shortstop, and it's caught by Chase Massey. And the Double A's get out of the 8th inning. 1 run scored for Elmira as the Doubledays look to capitalize on their lead here in the bottom of the 8th. And we'll be back. We're back here in the bottom of the 8th as Evan is switching the cameras. Chase Massey, top of the order here for the Doubledays. New pitcher for the Elmira Pioneers. That is number 41, Hugh Syhowski. The first pitch, ball 1. Massey's had a good day, flew out in the last inning. Single, double, walk, and a ground out. There has been runs scored by each team in each inning in the past 4 for Elmira and 3 for the Doubledays. Let's see if these hot bats can keep coming. Massey's had a good day and night at shortstop. Always a fun position to play. Oh, and the pitch gets beyond Dubek. 2-1. Oh. 3-0. 3-0. 3-0 from Syhowski is drilled by Massey over the left fielder's hands, and he'll advance to second. Stand-up double for Chase Massey. Second double of the day. He advanced to third on the first. Let's see if Nacho Gonzalez can bring him in here. Again, Massey, this top of the order has all been impressive between Massey, Monahan, Gonzalez. Let's see if Gonzalez can keep it going. He got hit in his last appearance, made it around all the bases. Syhowski set himself up here for trouble. First batter goes into scoring position. The first pitch to Gonzalez is swung on and fouled back to the net. Again, Gonzalez doing his best Caleb Delaney impression and getting on base a lot. Only hit as a single, but he's gotten on base 3 other times between the 2 walks and the hit by pitch. He's also made it around the bases every time, except a single. Wild pitch high, and Masu gets a third. Dubek tried his hardest there. Definitely, he's had his, not struggles tonight, but his challenges behind the plate. A lot of pitches high, low, outside. He's done a great job. 1-1 coming here for Gonzalez. The pitch. Outside. Usahowski looking to get a groove here on the 2-1. Pop back up. Third base line. Out of Davis's reach and out of play. 2-2 count now here for Gonzalez. Usahowski with a runner on third. Looking to get his first out of the inning. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball right down the middle, and he strikes out Gonzalez looking. A great pitch there. Looked pretty good there by 41. Teddy Monahan coming up to bat. Sack fly in his last at bat, and another sack fly opportunity here. Again, a great night here by Monahan. That electric grand slam. And the diving catch. Adding to his list of accolades here this season. Inside pitch on the first one. 1-0. I'd give Teddy an inside pitch too. I would never want him having what he wants here. You do want to stay ahead in the count on him. You got to walk in his first at bat. Pitch outside, 2-0. Again, 1 out for the Pioneers here. Monahan looking on at the 2-0. The pitch. Down the middle for a strike from Sahowski. It's been a pretty good crowd here tonight. I know on a Thursday you're not expecting a crowd like this, but do have a holiday tomorrow, Juneteenth. So that might explain the abundance of people here. First time at Falcon Park, I thought it was a pretty good crowd. They got to see a great night here by Monahan, the 2-1. Pitch outside by Sahowski, 3-1. Definitely a close pitch there. A huge 3-1 here pitch. 3-1 pitch here to Monahan. Crowd getting loud here in Auburn. Evans adjusted the camera a little bit because it's getting a little shaky. I don't blame him. A 3-1. Swung on to third. Davis grabs it and gets Monahan out. But Monahan will get the RBI on the field of choice. So now it is 21-14 as the Double A's take a 7-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. The pinch hitter, Braden Michelson, coming up with no runners on. A clean bases here for Hugh Sahowski. Sahowski done a solid job here, trying to get to the top of the 9th. First pitch, strike for Sahowski. Oh, the pitch goes by the right fielder. as Michelson will advance to second. He will go to third. Right fielder still looking for it. Third base coach still going. Oh, no, never mind. Michelson makes the decision to stay. I think a great decision, as there were some great throws from the right fielder. But Michelson still a triple off of Sajowski. Michelson coming in, pinch hitting, and getting a triple. It's a good night. A good try in right field by Caleb Delaney. Colin Hogg coming up to bat now. 2 walks here on the night. 2 strikeouts and a single. The first pitch here from Sajowski. Outside. A little deja vu. Another runner on third here for the Double A's. The 1-0 from Sajowski. Swung on and foul back. Tipped, caught by the catcher. Sajowski looking to get out of this inning. Give Elmira one last chance in the top of the 9th. Hopefully as close as they can. 7 runs maybe. 1-1. Low. 2-1. I do got to say the wind has not been too much of a factor here later, as I do see the American flag rippling there. Right by the clock as it nears 10 o'clock here in Auburn. When you have runs like this, it goes for longer. So, we're nearing 2.5 hours. So 2-1, driven to right field, and over Delaney's head yet again, and a ground rule double drives in Braden Michelson. Colin Howe gets his first double of the day. And the lead has been extended to 8. Auburn Double A's 22. Elmira Pioneers 14. Those are 2 tough balls there for Delaney. Especially that second one. What ended up going out of the ballpark. I don't expect him to get that one. And the first one he had to dive on. So, despite his efforts, the lead has been increased by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in the batter's box is Jonathan Griggs, the catcher. He's been hit by a pitch, 2 singles, a walk, a ground out here. Or, sorry, a fly out. Sajowski the pitch. Upstairs. Ball 1. "36 combined runs." As those kids are starting to chirp out there. Like we're back in Little League or high school. Stopping their feet. Oh, and Sajowski checks. Nothing coming from Hogg. Sajowski good to check. Despite the 8-run lead, Sajowski never going to let a 9th come. The 1-0 goes past Dobek. Man on third base now is Colin Hogg. Last thing you want to see there for Hugh Sajowski. Especially with a 2-0 count. To a good hitter like Griggs. Crowd here stomping in Auburn, and Sajowski definitely feeling the pressure. 5th pitcher coming in for Elmira. Can he deliver? 2-0. Another one outside, 3-0. Jonathan Griggs walked in the last inning. Can he get another walk here? And the crowd getting loud here in Falcon Park. A 3-0. Outside, and Griggs will get another walk. Hogg stays at third, ready in scoring position. Runners in the corners. 9:59 is the time here in Auburn. Hugh Sajowski has dealt himself a tough hand here, with Ethan Smith coming on. Smith has done, again, a great job coming in off that national championship. Going to mention it every time if you get a win like that. Got a single in the last inning. Can he capitalize here again? First pitch here from Sajowski. Down the middle there for a strike. All right. Runners on the corners. Smith ready. Swings on it. Gets past the third baseman. 23-14 as the Doubledays approach the run rule. Hogg comes in from third. Smith drives in another one from one more run here again. Gets mercy run rule 24-14, but again, it's still 23-14. Griggs advances to second. Kira starts the one more run chant here. Can Titus Hutchins be the man? Or can Elmira get to the top of the ninth? Oh. Good call there by Dobek to go talk to the pitcher. Keep saying Dobek. It's Dubek. I apologize to the Dubek. Play the Jeopardy theme song. 23-14, 37 runs. That's a huge game here. Especially after the 9-1 game here 2 nights ago. Definitely a bit of a hitter's night here. Hutchins steps in, ready for the first pitch here from Sajowski. 2 runners on. Again, if he scores, Auburn gets a run rule. First ball goes low. 1-0. Again, this would be a big win here for the Auburn Doubledays. Break a 2-game losing streak. Nice Thursday night win here at home. The 1-0. Outside once again. Crowd gets loud here for the 2-0. Sajowski. Swing and miss there by Hutchins. Gets him 2-1. Sajowski definitely liked the sight of that. Work his way back into the count. Double ace chant here for the 2-1. Sajowski ready to deliver. Up by 3-1. Hutchins 1 pitch away from loading the bases for Spurger on deck. One more run here from the Doubledays. That's the chant. Sajowski's definitely got to feel that pressure with the 3-1. Foul back. Full count now here for Hutchins. Huge pitch here for Sajowski. Another full count with 2 outs just like last inning. Can Elmira get out of it? Live to see another game in the top of the 9th. It'll be interesting what pitch Sajowski picks here. He's had some success with every pitch. He had a nice breaking ball. The payoff 3-2 with 2 outs. Breaking ball, and umpire says too high, and it's a walk there for Hutchins. He went with the breaking ball, but it does not matter. Auburn gets another walk. Ethan Smith advances to second. Griggs advances to third, and Hutchins goes to first. Spurger now up, ready to capitalize. Can he give the Doubledays the win with a run rule? Sajowski, bases loaded. The pitch. In there for a strike. That's what you want to see if you're Sajowski, especially after that last 3-2 count. He's gotten behind in a lot of these counts, and I think that's why he's been struggling. But if Syhowski can get ahead in the count, they might live to see another day. One more run, yet again being chanted. Sperger feels the pressure. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Inside. 1-1 count. Sperger was narrowly close there. He does wear... Does he wear a left elbow guard? He does. Stuck it out, he wouldn't have gotten the win. The 1-1. Swings and misses there from Sperger. Now Syhowski, one pitch to get out of the jam. A huge jam. This would be a huge confidence boost for him to keep going on in the season. Even allowing a few runs. Bases loaded, you're 1 run away from getting run ruled in a game where you scored 14 runs. You definitely want to live to see another day. Can he do it on the 1-2? Swung on. Pop to the first base line. Alward will run, but allowed to play. He'll stay 1-2. These chances are getting loud here at 10:05 in the evening. Syhowski looking down at his catcher, looking ready for the 1-2. Sperger kept himself alive on the 1-2 last time with a foul. What can he do here? He delivers. Ball 2, a little high. Sperger doing a nice job not swinging at that one. I know if I was there 1-2, it'd be tempting. It's right there in your face, but it's a little high, definitely in the chin area. But a nice pitch by Syhowski. Can he get out of this jam with a 2-2? The pitch. Inside, and it's a full count now. Another full count, 2 outs, almost hit Sperger. And now it comes down to this pitch here. Will Syhowski walk him, or he get him out and get to the top of the 9th? Three-two count, 2 outs. If it's a ball, Syhowski will have a walk-off walk. Sperger will be the hero. The payoff pitch. And it's high. The Auburn Double A's win on a walk-off walk, 24-14. They do a great job here in the last few innings. Great eyes. And here come the lights. The Double A's advance to 8-3 and break their 2-game losing streak on a 24-14 run rule win. Hero of the game, I'd say, would be Tenny Monahan with that grand slam. Definitely got the crowd going. But some good pitching there at the end and great eyes by all of the batters on the Double A's. Let them win this one 24-14, and I'll pass this off to Evan Crocchio, and he'll send you off for the evening.
Give it up for Sammy Britton in his commentating debut. But what a game here at Falcon Park. A 3.5-hour game. A long one, but boy, was it a fun one. Teddy Monahan, as you said, oh my goodness. Teddy Monahan was phenomenal tonight. That grand slam, diving catch. He did it all tonight, even had a triple. He walked and scored. He was so fun to watch. As we talked about, the PGCBL scored on Instagram that he's second in batting average in the PGCBL behind a Muck Dogs player. He should be right up there now after tonight's game. So, the Auburn Double A's will improve on the season to 8-3. They'll be 5-1 at home, 3-2 away, and they'll be 8-3 on the conference. They win this one in a run rule, 24-14 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Thank you very much for listening to tonight's broadcast. The Auburn Double A's will be back on Father's Day on the 21st at home here at Falcon Park. A huge win, a much-needed win for the Double A's to snap their losing streak. And this game is revenge from last game where they lost 9-1 at home to Elmira. They now win in a run rule 24-14. So for Sammy Britton, I'm Evan Carocchio saying so long and have a great night. Thank you very much for tuning in on the Auburn Double A's YouTube channel. Double A's win in the bottom of the 8th, 24-14. We'll be back. Ryan Story will actually take over on the 21st on Father's Day on Sunday. Have a great night, and thank you for listening.